Well, a happy Monday morning to you. This is Trail from Crossing the Trail. Do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Anyway, do that. That really does help. I wanted to talk about something since yesterday was the feast of Saint Francis of Assisi. Great guy. But inevitably, when people start talking about Saint Francis, there's a couple of quotes that come up that he never actually said. So, for instance, the big one, preach the gospel at all times. If necessary, use words. So popular. Couple problems with it. One is it makes no sense, possibly heretical, but the big one is Francis never said it. There's no evidence of it in any of his writings, any of the writings of his closest followers or his biographers. He never said it. And that's a good thing because, preach the gospel. If necessary, use words. That's like saying feed the hungry. If necessary, use food. That makes no sense at all. Now, yes, our actions should be consistent with our message, but our actions should reflect our message, but our actions are not the message. You still have to preach the word. As St. Paul told St. Timothy, preach the word, be instant in season and out of season. See, preach at all times. But he didn't say, if necessary, use words. No. So, good news is that St. Francis never said it. So you can stop saying that now. The other thing that is not bad, it certainly sounds Franciscan, but there's no evidence that St. Francis ever said it, is his peace prayer, that make me an instrument of your peace and all, Francis of Assisi never said that. As a matter of fact, the closest they've been able to come is from 1912 in France, and then it became popular after World War I. But that's a misattribution. St. Francis of Assisi never said that. Now, the concepts in it are very Franciscan in nature. There's nothing wrong with it. It's, good, solid teaching. But St. Francis of Assisi never said it. So we must be careful before we attribute something, even in this case, something good. In the first case, something nonsensical. But in the second case, something good to a saint, when in fact we have no evidence that we're even quoting the right person. So people do that with Jesus, though, too. I used to love at the beginning in Bible college, they had a test at the beginning of New Testament. There was a bunch of sayings on there, and we had to pick which ones are in the Bible and which ones aren't. It was a riot. How many people thought, God helps those that help themselves? I'm sure that's a verse in the Bible. or things of that nature. So, yeah. So it's easy to even misattribute quotes to the Bible. So if you can do it to the Bible, I'm sure you can do it to one of the saints. So let's just be careful. Again, preach the gospel, definitely use words. You have to use words. Just like you have to use food to feed the hungry, you have to use words to preach the gospel. As for the peace prayer, just quit putting St. Francis of Assisi at the bottom of it and just say, Amen. So you have a good day. You do the Lord's will today, and may you walk in the peace of the Lord. Deus vult.